Guys, what's up? This video is going to be a little bit about a concept of mine called the symmetric channel trendline liquidity. If you guys go to my business account on Instagram, you'll see that under the highlight section, I think it's called the M30. You'll see that the trades over there were based on the symmetric channel trendline liquidity. Now, it's not something that I have forgotten. It's just something that can be used as a targeting system, and at the same time you can create an entire model out of it, okay, as long as you know how to use these trendline liquidity pools. Now, it's not a trendline liquidity per se, like how you would normally view trend lines as, but it actually has some logic behind it that I use. Okay, so if you move forward, let's first answer the question of what is a symmetric channel trendline liquidity. So this is a segment of price that is symmetric in nature. Okay, it's a symmetric range of price. And as a result, following how price will always move to seek imbalances or liquidity, these symmetric sections of price, right, they are considered to be efficient in nature. Okay, these symmetric areas of price are considered to be efficient in nature. Okay, so therefore, price will trade straight through them, liquidating anyone long or short within that section of price. Okay, so consider it like this. Consider it as, okay, here's a range of price inside this trend line. These two trend lines up and down, right? Price is seeing that as an efficient area of price action, therefore it can easily trade through it, because we understand that price is going to ignore efficient price action, right? It's going to view that as nothing there, and price will just trade through it to the next liquidity pool. Okay, we look at some examples. Don't worry, it's a bit complicated to draw, but once you get it, you get it. Okay, all right, so now you can see as an example the highlighted swings, right, here and here. They are what makes this a symmetric channel trendline liquidity, right? So the two swing highs at the top and the two swing highs at the bottom, so these two and these two, right, they must connect. So for example, if you have a high, you have a low, right? Okay, then the next high and the next low, right, they must be connected. So these two must be connected. Okay, so the high that formed over there must connect with the low that was formed. That's how you're going to connect it. You look at some examples. Okay, that is a symmetric channel trendline liquidity, and price is basically gonna view that as efficient price action, and is going to trade through them for liquidity purposes. Okay, you can see it exists everywhere. You're getting the bias strategy, everything, right? And lucky for every one of you, what do we have? We have the bias predictor. So what can you do? You can basically what? Combine the bias predictor, combine the price action predictor, and boom shakalaka, you have a working model. Okay, right. So let's look at some chart times, all right? So, and let's look at how to draw the SCTL. All right, let's look at the chart time. So chart, let's go to charts. I hope y'all can see it. Let me just make sure. Okay. All right, now let's have a look, right? So 15-minute chart. Let's just look at something entirely random. Okay, let's come here. All right, so let's put my bias predictor. Actually, you don't need it because we're not going replay mode, so that's not required. Okay, right. So now let's have a look. Okay. Now, if you look at this here, look at price over here, right? Can you see now how, as you're moving down, how can I find my symmetric channel trendline liquidity? How? Take a look. First of all, can you mark out this low to this low? Yes. But now you're finding the low connected to a high. So that high here, highest high here. Okay, to this. This guy is connected to this low. This guy is connected to this low. This is a symmetric channel trendline liquidity. Price will aim to go for that. There. Now you can see it's going even lower than that. Okay, if it's going even lower than that, then that means there's probably a high time frame premise to this. Okay, how? Look, we have low, to low, high to high. Is that a symmetric channel trend and liquidity? Yes, it is. Where high connected to that lowest low, high connected to this lowest low. We don't want to be touching anything in between. Okay, so only this and that should be touching. So price should then aim to trade through and enter the lows here. And it failed. Doesn't matter. Came all the way down, probably SMT and price goes up. That's cool. So now as price is going up, we want to see, okay, if it's going up, right? How do I keep a targeting system in place? Like how do I know which one to go for? Okay. Here. So we have this high, this high, this high. So in this case, what's the liquidity pool? Here, simple. This one to that high, this low to this low. Why? Because look, this high is connected to this low. So 1, this low is connected to this high. 2, symmetric. The connections are symmetric in nature. Therefore, if you're going long, this is your ultimate target. Okay. Now you can set this up for a scalp as well. So let's say here, down here. Let's see. We have a high, but there's no there's a low here. Yes, we do. So high to high, low to low. What's this? Symmetric, right? How is it symmetric? Look, high right here, connected to the low, 1. Low right here, connected to the high, 2. So it's basically that connected, right? So they're symmetric by nature. So then when bullish conditions have been met, for example, let's say low taken out, price shifts, I'm buying, I'm taking profit here. And now you know that there's ample range due to the fact that this form, as you can see, we have about 100 pips of range. Okay. See anything else? So you can argue for bearish moves here, right? But why can we not argue for bearish moves? Because if the move is already started, it's not going to stop until these guys are gone. It's efficient price action here, right? Why should price move? Why should price go down now? It has to go trade through that, and then only it has room to move lower. Okay. Go to another random day here. All right. Let's see. Okay. Low to low, highest high to that. Is it symmetric? Yes. Why? Low to high, high to low. Symmetric. This then is seen as efficient price action. Price can trade through it. You see? Can trade through it. And once that is gone, then only it can have freedom to move in the opposite direction. But it goes even more than that. Why? Simple. See how I was looking at multiple things over here, but I looked at the most easiest one, right? Now look at this. Highest high. There. Let's see this little right here. See high, high. This low connected to that high, right? And this low connected to that high. So we have low, high, high, low, connected. Symmetric chance, something like that, actually. Okay, and that is your ultimate target. So find a reason to go bullish. Over here, okay, shifting, time of day is good, blah, blah, blah. There we have symmetric, here we have symmetric. I can either scalp to go here, or I can, it's a 15 minutes chart, it's not a scalp, it's a day trade. a short-term trade, day trade. So I can buy here, go take profit here, buy somewhere here, go take profit here. And anything that shows me that it's going to be bearish is going to be what? It's a fake move. Why? Because we have all that supposed efficient price action there. So we're going to trade through all that. Okay. Yes, it's going to give you nice other moves over here. So that's based on time of day. That's based on high of the day, low of the day. But still, the premise is the same, right? Even though we have algorithmic signatures for high of the day, low of the day, right? The next day is going to continue. It's because there has to be a daily range cap, right? That's why you can see all these other erratic price swings that allows minor scalps up and down. And as a result, you can take part in sales and other buys at the end of the day or at the beginning of the day, while having a larger trend in mind, just so you can take part in intraday swings. Like high coming down there. Here's another figure here. How do I know it's another figure here? Look, right. So you have high, yeah, low, here, goes up, comes down, boom, done. Or what else do you have? Look, I did something. What did I do? Okay, look at this. What do I have? I have, yeah. Yeah, is it symmetric? Yes. Why? Why? Yeah, symmetric, right? Okay. Good. So current price action. Okay. Explaining Friday's behavior all the way up there. Let's see. Well, you can clearly see that you have a symmetric channel here, right? Yeah. Why? How? High, low, high, low. So buy, take profit here, or you can take profit here, whichever one. Because that's all liquidity. Symmetric channel, trend liquidity, symmetric channel, trend line liquidity. Okay. Combine that with bias, right? So we go replay mode just so we can use the indicators. So let's go to Friday's price action here. Okay. My indicators are not there. Why? Give me a second. You see? Oh, okay. Give me a second. Yeah, okay. You guys go do yourself. I need to find it and edit again. I think I did something weird. All right, so that's pretty much it, guys. Symmetric channel trend line liquidity. Hope you liked it. Right, to summarize, you are essentially looking for symmetric price points, right? So that high must have a low, and that low must then lead to another high, which has another low connected to it. Yeah. So there are variations as well. So you have that, you have that, or you can also have something like this. You have this, right, with that. Still symmetry. High to high. This low made this high to the high that made that low. That is trend line. Symmetric channel trend line liquidity. Okay, guys. With that said, see you guys in the next one. If you have any questions, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Good luck and good trading. Bye-bye.